Hello everyone, my name is Zainab Oyinlola. I'm here to make a presentation on my client project closure and reflection. But before I proceed, I would like to give you an insight on what the project is all about. Okay, I'm working with a client of mine by the name ABC Finance Limited. He is a finance company that renders loan to both individuals and corporate bodies. Currently is having a liquidity issue and has consulted us as a financial consultant to take a look at the problem and come up with appropriate strategies that can improve the performance of the company. So we have taken a good look at the background of the customer in order to formulate the problem statement, and also we carried out an environmental analysis in order to look at the current situation of the customer by comparing the customer's operation with other competitors in the industry in which it operates, that is the financial industry. And we have found out that the customer is still lagging behind in terms of technology and other things being adopted by its competitors. To come up with effective solution, we also adopted some academic integration that are related to the subject matter. We also made a look at journals, article journals that have talked about this issue, how it was rectified, the, the strategies appropriate for this type of issues, and also we go further to check the appropriate methodology that we can use in implementing the solution that will be recommended to the client. So let's take a look at the content of my presentation. So in this presentation, here are the topics that I'll be discussing. And as earlier introduced in this presentation, I have the solution model test plan and criteria, the solution model adjustments, amendments and recommendation, data visualization, executive summary, conclusion, recommendation, and next steps. So what's our solution model test plan all about? So we've recommended some solution to the client. Here, the solution test plan is how is it going to be carried out? What are the necessary process in carrying out this solution, in testing this solution to know if it's effective and efficient? So we have chosen a waterfall and agile methodology in implementing the solution. So this will go, the plan will go according to this methodology, that is the stakeholders meeting, requirement gathering, design, breakdown initiative into sprints, implementation, testing. Okay, the stakeholders meeting is about meeting the subject matter experts within the company, that is the system users, in order to gather related information from them, where they are and what they are hoping to get from the solution we are recommending. Then in requirement gathering, we gather the necessary requirement that will be needed, because most of the solution recommended to the customer are majorly and mostly software implementation, that is digitalizing the process of the loan administration. So in our requirement gathering, so we take a look at we try as much as possible to gather requirements from the subject matter expert, that is the staff of the company, on the current system that are being used and the ones they would like to be, how it can be improved in order to meet up with our recommendation. Then the design, we are designing the test plan. It will follow a particular order, the breakdown initiatives. So all this our solution will be broken down into smaller phase. So as we finish to one, we try to put it to to the subject matter experts within the company to test and give feedback. If there is any addition and if there is any correction, that can be corrected immediately before moving on to the next phase, which are referred to as sprint. Then the implementation. After the sprint phase is the implementation of all the solution. Then the testing. The testing is rolling it live to the subject matter experts, and the part that is meant for the customer interaction will as well be rolled out. So if there is anything, any changes that is needed, appropriate corrective measures will be taken by the client. So what are our test criteria? That is to measure the performance of the recommended solution. So in order to measure it, these are the criteria that have been set: to reduce credit risk by 60%, to improve debit recovery rate by 40%, and also reduce unrecovered debit by 10%. Then it will improve enhanced collection efficiency. It will decrease non-performing loans by 30%. It will increase by customer satisfaction by 30%, because part of the software there will be a customer relationship management where there will be full interaction and where the client can be getting instant feedback from the customer. Then also implementing all this solution will resolve the issue in a timely manner, and will be able to identify any red flag in customer. So monitoring test output is all about the solutions that have been implemented. How can it be monitored? Because monitoring is necessary in order to meet up with any changes in the environment. That is through review and report. So it has been advised that ABC should continuously monitor the system if there is any need for upgrade in order to meet up with any changes in the environment. That is why the software to be implemented, there will be some flexibility in it. So the solution model adjustment, amendments, and recommendation. Although we have recommended some solutions, however, there are some other solutions we are unable to take critical look in it, and we would recommend that the client can go ahead and take a look at this for further studies. These are personalization of strategies. For some other strategies that will be developed, it will be customer-based strategies, real-time monitoring, like incorporating some real-time monitoring system that will be a live monitoring system in case there is any changes in customers' behavior, so that they can take remedial action or change the terms of the credit for the customer. Then feedback loop. So there should be feedback loop system where they can get instant feedback from customers. Then loan factoring, another type of loan recovery strategy. So instead of the customer going through the pain of collecting the loan recovery, this can be the loan outstanding can be sold to a third party company known as a factor. In turn, the factor can now take up the loan recovery process. Also, the contracting external credit rating company. So these are the basic function of credit administration. So before rendering out loan to customers, if the client believes he doesn't have enough resources to carry out all this process, he can contract it to expertise company, that is the credit rating company, to take up this process, in which they will integrate their system with the client system. Why do we recommend this adjustment? This adjustment is needed in order for the customer to meet up with the changes in the environment and to encourage some flexibility in its operation. So we move to the data visualization, communicating insight, interpretation, and application. So we can see the total portfolio of ABC Finance Limited here. The 30% of the portfolio is made up of personal loans, 20% is made up of mortgage loan, 20% is made up of vehicle loan, 15% for both business and SME loan. And as well, we can see the total loan disbursed here, that is 109,530,748 pounds. Also, we can see the loan by each product, that is the loan rendered out for vehicle loan, personal loan, SME loan, corporate loan, mortgage loan. Then we can come down here and see the duration of each loan product, which we can see that vehicle loan has a 3 years maturity period, that is 1 to 3 years maturity period, as well as the personal loan. The SME loan has a 1 to 5 years maturity loan. The corporate loan has a 1 to 10 years maturity period, as well as the mortgage loan has 1 to 20 years maturity period. Here we can as well see both the repayments, the information for the repayments and outstanding loan so far. In summary, we can see that ABC Finance Limited has a total of 109,530,748 million loan disbursed so far, with 55,637,866 pounds outstanding and 53,892,882 being repaid. And from the look of things, we can see that over 50% of the loan, total loan disbursed, are still outstanding, and this is a red flag on the business of the client, as it can impede its ability in meeting its financial obligation. So what are the next steps recommended to clients? But before we proceed to that, I would like to look at the executive summary so far by reviewing the business process, identifying the problem, taking a situation analysis, looking at the industry performance of the client compared to its competitors, forward to reviewing secondary source like academic journal, in order to look at where this type of situation has occurred before and what was done and how it can be implemented by the customer. So we take a look at the findings from our situation analysis. And during our situation analysis, this is one of the major findings we discovered, that is ABC Finance has heavy reliance on traditional loan administration. The loan administration process is yet to be digitalized. It's mostly manual, and also we can observe a lack of proper customer engagement and sensitization. In conclusion, the project has been able to successfully demonstrated that data-driven strategies in loan recovery and credit risk management can yield significant improvement in recovery rate, credit risk, and business profitability. The insight gain have practical implication for ABC's operation and future growth. So these are the recommendations and the next steps. Part of our recommendations is robust credit risk assessment. That is the next step in order to achieve this, the next step for the client is to implement credit scoring software solution, and some of the software have been listed here. That is FICO, Experian, Equifax, Genie Machine, and so on and so forth. These are software that are built with predictive and intelligence data that can quickly capture customers' information and any other changes in the environment. Also, we have customized risk-based pricing. That is, ABC Finance should adopt a strategy that aligns interest rates and loan terms with the assessed credit risk of individual borrowers. And also, we have the early warning sign systems. There are also software for that. ABC can deploy EWS intelligent tools, e.g. TIPCO, RT360, and exhaust. Then lastly, collection and recovery strategy. The ABC needs to deploy a credit collection software, and these are examples of such software. There is Exhaust Financial Suite, Upflow, Visual Queue Network, and so on and so forth. So out of all the recommendations we have provided, we have a particular one which is very key, that is the robust credit risk assessment. Because in all loan administration, to avoid loan delinquency and to improve the loan collection process, so there is need to build a solid foundation in credit risk assessment, because most of the software for this credit risk assessment are sophisticated and data driven software that will minimize the bad debt to the barest minimum. The softwares are made up of data analytics and predictive modeling that can be integrated in the existing database of the client. As well, all these softwares are capable of collecting information from, they can synchronize information from other financial institutions and other credit rating companies in order to know the credit status of any potential customers. So the client feedback, we have three expert opinion on our on our client feedback, and if you can see from these opinions, most of what they have opined here is part of what have been discussed earlier, that is adopting portfolio risk monitoring of the customer. All these are talking about digitalization. The client needs to go digital in order to ease its operation and reduce the delinquency rate and ease its collection process. The key lessons learned and personal reflection. I've learned so much on this project, starting from data gathering. There is no project that can be carried out without a data. So data is key. Apart from data gathering, the processing of the data, because solution cannot be provided without a data. So all solutions has to be data driven in order to yield the desired results. And personal reflection. These projects have been an amazing one, and I can tell it's also quite challenging as well. I picked an interest in this project particularly because I have a background in financial services, and the issue of loan delinquency has been long outstanding. It's something that has been happening and is still happening. So I've picked interest in carrying out this project in order to get more insight in what is going on in the industry. So during this project, there were issues in data gathering because no physical client. I made use of secondary data mostly, and having to source for journals and other academic integration that are related to the subject matter has been quite a work. However, the projects have however, we are unable to make use of advanced analytical techniques in order to predict our criteria. So that's one of many challenges faced in this project. Despite all the challenges, I'm inspired to approach more future projects with a comprehensive and agile perspective, and always seeking avenues to enhance outcomes and client engagement. Thank you.